in, folks, to One Game, 1 Hour. We are on episode 20 now, and the game of choice today is going to be none other than Manor Lords. So, my name's Brian, we're Skynet. Welcome into the channel, folks. If you haven't done already, drop it a wee like and subscribe and tune in for this epic game. Now, in Manor Lords, you can get it if you've got Xbox Game Pass. You can get it on Game Pass for it's PC only just now, or you can get it on Steam. I will put the Steam link in the description so you can buy it if you don't have like Game Pass. I've got Game Pass Ultimate, so you can download it on there, folks, if you do have it for PC. But it's a medieval strategy game featuring in-depth city building, large-scale tactical battles, and complex economic and social simulations. Couldn't get words out there. Rule your lands as a medieval lord. The seasons pass, the weather changes, and cities rise and fall. You can also walk about your city as well, kind of thing that you build up, your village, your town, kind of thing. You can walk about it as the lord and see what it looks like as well. So I have played this before, so I've put a good amount of hours into this before, but it is quite difficult because when you're playing it through, as I'll show you, we'll just do it as a new game so you can see it, kind of thing. But when you're playing it through and you build it up, you can gather all your sources, like your resources, like your grain, your food. You can go hunting and things, which is fine if they're in the season to do it and the animals are there to hunt. The vegetables and things are there to harvest, or the berries are there to harvest in the trees and things. That's fine. But when it gets into the winter months and you don't have anything that are there, your villagers starve pretty much. So it's very, very difficult to kind of balance it. But it is a really, really good game, folks. So we'll put it on now and I shall show you it, folks. So tune in, One Game, 1 Hour, episode 20, Manor Lords. Here we go. So it is like a kind of game preview now. It's still, and I think it's like classic kind of like early access now. I think. Game preview. Indie Passion, currently a game preview title, and even though it's been 7 years, the game still needs more time to be fully complete. So it's just a independent person that's making the game. By the looks of it there, and he's done a brilliant job with it, kind of thing. That's the thing about these indie games, they are really, really good. So graphics settings to start off with, we're running it on 4K, borderless full screen. DLSS anti-aliasing is on, set it for balance. We've just set everything to ultra. I've capped to put the frame sync, the VSync on, and just capped the frame rate at 60 frames per second as well, folks. And we shall do a new game. So to start off, you can name, who do we want our lord to be? Let's see. Lord. 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 What can we call a lord named Lord? Lord. Lord Robert. Robert the Bam. Can be Robert the Bam. He kind of looks like a wee bam, doesn't he? He looks like a war hero. He just looks as if he's trying to kind of block out government signals and shit. He looks as if he's got to steal something for you. Old man looks as if he's got to die. He looks like a proper bam. So we'll go with him. Coat of arms. Let's see what our coat of arms is going to be. So, right, field A. So you can change it, you can make everything also just whatever way you want. Field A, so we want it to be that there. Primary colour white, primary colour blue. There we go. We'll put that there. Then field B, and we want to go over there. Try and make a wee Scottish flag, right? That's what we'll try and do. It's also not going to look identical to it because we can't make it identical, but we'll add in cool wee things as well just to make it look primary colour white, secondary colour. Oh, we've got a secondary colour, right? Let's go for blue. There we go. Sorted. C. Field C. We can go the go for the axe. Primary colour blue. We want a white. Secondary colour blue. There we go. That's alright actually. D. This one, can we go for coat of arms there? We'll go white, blue. Where's this B? White. White and blue. So it has red, white and blue and E. Oh, no, not D. Hold on. White. One colour. Getting there. E. Background. White. There we go. Sort it, folks. Robert the Bam is ready to take over here, folks. Save coat of arms. There we go. Saving complete. Sorted. Manic Valley. High Peaks. Winding River. So, alright. Now the High Peaks Valley. I think if we go for the river, you'll be able to fish in the river. I'm kinda hoping you can. So, restoring the peace, rise to prosperity. Restoring the peace on the edge. Premise, grow your city and rise forces as quickly as you can. The lands are pestered by raiders and undefended settlements will quickly perish. Survive all the attacks and reach a large town settlement level. 2 territories in the north are claimed by a illegitimate baron whose castle is located off the map, and bandit camps reside in other unclaimed regions. Build and expand at your own pace. When ready, challenge the baron for the northern territories. Conquer every region. Fulfill the requirements of your citizens. Plan and rule your medieval town as you see fit without worrying about combat. Reach a large town settlement. After that, you may choose to continue in the endless mode. Rise to prosperity, restoring the peace. We'll go for just rise to prosperity then now. I'm going to go for the winding river one. So I'm hoping and praying that you can farm, like go fishing in the land. I think that this is a newer type of map as well, so right, a new message. Where others see trouble, you see potential. These lands shall become rich and prosperous under your skillful management. Reach a large town settlement level to achieve victory. Prosperity awaits. Right, so that's zooming, which is fine. So your normal wheels in, wheel down and up and down to zoom. Families need supplies and living space to survive. Supplies consist of food and fuel, can be monitored in the region panel at the top of the UI. There we go. Food, fuel. Food will spoil rapidly if not stored in a granary. Similarly, exposed goods take weather damage if not stored in a storehouse. Living space is primarily increased by building or expanding borage plots. So you can see, like, the graphics on it, as I said, are really good. Like, really good graphics. So for an individual kind of like dev that's just doing it yourself, graphics are phenomenal on Right, so let's see what we got round here. Alright, so the region, the river's right down there, so we've landed on a kind of region that's slightly out with where we need to go. Right, so let's just go and build something here. So construction, placing buildings. When considering what to build and where, be sure to check out all the region's resource deposits and investigate the soil fertility using overlays on the right hand side of the screen. Construct a logging camp to ensure the production of timber. Right, so we're going to need to logistics, storeroom, storehouse. So if we put a storehouse, so if I put like a storehouse there, unassigned, in placing a new building that can require construction materials need to physically be brought to the construction site. This is done by unassigned families, often require oxen to haul heavy materials such as timber. Once materials are delivered, the unassigned families will perform the construction task until the building is fully constructed. Right, 2 seconds. I'm going to turn up the volume here because it's quite a quiet game. Audio. There we go. There we go. That should be slightly a bit louder. There we go. That's a wee bit better. Right, so the unassigned families, they are building that now. Supplies, they'll go. So that's a storehouse. Kitchen post, we also need to get a storehouse, a granary. Build a granary, that will keep the materials for food and things out of the way as well. Food supply stops it from spoiling. As well. 2 seconds, folks. Welcome back, folks. Sorry about that there, folks. Somebody came to the front door there, so I had to kind of briefly just kind of stop it and check it. So seasons and game speed. Seasons can affect the availability of resource deposits in your town. You can view the current season and its effects as well as just the game speed. Right, so we've got a granary there. What I'm going to do is let's build some roads. Some workplaces allow workers to use handcarts to transport up to 10 goods at once. However, pulling a handcart off roads is extremely slow, so make sure to connect your buildings to roads. Right, so right, so that gives them the kind of the basic roads. Now we need to build a couple of houses here, so if we go like up to here and let's go around there, start building some houses here, gathering. I need a woodcutter's lodge as well, haven't we? So woodcutter's lodge can go there. Logging camp can go there. And if we put these to there, then put that to there. Give them more than enough routes to go so they can get around quickly and start building things quicker. The logging camp, because once you've got the logging camp as well, you can assign the members of family to just do the logging tasks as well. So just now we've got available living space, right, 0. We've hardly get anything. So let's go build some living space. Residential. Storage pot level 1, a well, small tavern, wooden church, corpse pit. So obviously you need like a place to bury dead bodies if they start starving or dying or things as well. So exposed goods pantry, supplies, storehouse. Right, so what you need to do as well is just to remember, once you've built like the buildings, like your storehouse, your pantry, your woodcutter's lodge and things like that, you need to assign families to it. So the more families to it, the more production will get done, the more things will get gathered and just distributed throughout your village. But obviously you need to watch your resources that you've got, because if you put loads in the storehouse, then it will leave you with little in like later on kind of thing. And you won't have enough kind of members of like your community to use in other buildings that might need it later on. So start with always put like one in it. I normally just put one to get it going. Woodcutter's Lodge, one. Logging camp, can't do that now until they've finished it. Hitching post, stable space, don't really need anything in there. But see, you'll see that now that that's there, actually let's build a wee road there, just make that slightly easier for them. There we go. So you'll see there they're starting to lift their supplies from there and putting it in the storehouse, so it will keep it from getting weather damaged as well. But now that we've done that, let's build a house. So some buildings have flexible borders. Place 4 points to designate an area. Cursor will snap to roads and buildings, helping create an organic shape. Increasing the area allows for a backyard extension. The first 2 plots indicate the facing direction of the building. So where it says like backyard extensions, later on when you get different things in, you can go for like backyard extensions where it'll have like, there'll be like wee kind of farmyards and things like that in there that you can use for crops and things for your community later on. So it's always good to, I always make it like a slightly kind of bigger, a slightly bigger plot, if you know what I mean. Not enough goods. Right, so we don't have enough goods just now anyway. So, but what we'll do is we'll build some roads out here. Let's just build like a flat road just straight out there. And yeah, if we build up to there, and then around, so it builds like a kind of area there that we'll use for just building houses later on. So the good thing is you can put these in just kind of straight away. So the logging camp, there we go, timber storage. They'll just generally do the logging in the area. Now you can assign them to an area. So advanced, unlimited work area. So they'll just work about any of the area with the trees and just pull it down. Later on, you can also get to see, you could probably get it just now to be fair, the buildings. To see army, logistics, marketplace, storehouse, pack station, hitching post, mining pit, stonecutter camp, industry. So you pretty much straight away you can unlock all the buildings kind of thing. All the buildings are unlocked for you to use straight away. You just need to be able to kind of build them and buy them kind of thing. Also, like you've got the, if we zone out here, you'll see all the parts here that we can use. So these berries there that can be farmed, clay deposit, salt deposit, stone rich deposit, wild berries, that there's wild animals. So we've got this small kind of area here just now, but there is obviously wild berries there that can be farmed. To do that, you're going to need the mining. That's not the mining, sorry, it's the gathering, farming. gathering. That's the one. Berries, forager hut. Now you can. Generally, I like to put the forager hut near to where they're going because it's less of a walk. So if we're putting them there, then it's only going to be going to there to get the berries. That's going to be bringing in the food for them, so definitely makes it a lot easier. Forester's hut. But so you've got the logging camp, which we've got here. Obviously that'll do is timber storage. That just chops down the trees needed for building, as you know. But you've also got a, where is it? A forester's hut, who will specifically plant trees as well. So you can kind of cut down all that forest there and you can build like a forestry hut there. It will go out and replant the trees for you, which will grow over the years to allow you to just to expand kind of thing, keep expanding your village. Now we're going to see, do we have enough to build any houses here though? Let's see. Residential. Construction cost 2. See, so we've only got 4. I don't have any timber just now. I'm going to need to see if I can get some timber. Timber storage, let's see. I'll put some more people in the timber, because then that should... I'm saying families needed for construction. Right, I'm going to remove the family from the storehouse just now. $17 in there. See, it is, as I said, you're looking for, obviously, people are freezing, so it tells you at the top there what you're doing bad there. These people wait for borage plots, causing loss of approval and possibility of freezing in the winters. Homeless cannot be part of militia units either. So you need to, obviously, to get any militia in, you need to build them a house, pretty much. So we've got, how much do we have now? Construction timber, we've got 2 timber. We do need a lot more timber though, that's the thing. Logging camp. Transported goods 101, so it's transporting it, it's just taking its time because obviously they need to take it back there. Ox transport the timber. We've got 0 in. Felling a tree. So there's only, we've not got a lot of timber now, which is will cause issues, but hopefully did that build that building. No, so it's under construction still. Can I even just build like one house? Let's see. Hold on, let's see. So we do have so let's go. Construction cost 2, so Plot too small. Aye, so it's going to need 4 either way. And I've only got 2 logs just now, so I can't really do anything until I've got another timber log. Forager hut is getting there though. We've got 16 food, berries. We're better off trying to get somebody in the berries, wouldn't I? Right, so I'll just get somebody to do the berries because that'll build up. So we're in March now, so we've still got, we're in kind of berry picking season. Timber, what do we have? Timber. Logging camp, we've got 3 timber, so we can almost build a couple of houses, which is good. And speed it up. Just to obviously make it go a wee bit quicker, but I don't know how long like a month is in the game. I know there we go, so that's us into April and it's raining, so obviously I just need to make sure that all your things that you've got, your storehouse and everything. Right, we've got 5 now, that should be more than enough to go and build some houses. Right, right, so there we go. 3 houses bought. So that'll increase the folk that can work as well. Because once you get them, more people will move into your village. Once more people are moving into your village, you can assign more people to the different plots, like your logging camp, your woodcutter's lodge and things, granary, storehouse, everything in between. Also, your forager hut. What can we, right, we need somebody for woodcutter's lodge. They need pantry. So the pantry one's kinda needed, to be fair. Logging camp. Actually, see what I'm going to do. We could probably build some more because we've got 6 there. Transported goods, let's see. Six now. 2. So I need to just free up somebody on this one then. Because it say unassigned families. Assign at least 1 family from their workplace so they can take over the construction. Right, it's going to need to be 1 in the logging camp then. The person in the logging camp takes over, then we can get these built. It will take a wee bit longer. Transported goods, 1 of 2. But you'll see what I mean, just about the quality of the graphics. It really is good. I mean, the devs done a lot of work on this, folks. And if you like the kind of city building games where you start off with nothing and just build up big massive things, this is a different take on it because it is like a medieval city builder. But as I said as well, you can also to walk around your town in 3rd person. So it's just a normal WSAD. Lord Robert the Bam. See, so I can go and see the houses here. So the way you design your village and your town and everything is how you'll see it. So that I can go right out here to the foraging unit. So it's unique in that sense because regardless of what you build, kind of thing, your wee lord can go running about in it and see it. And later on as well, you can build like a kind of lord's manor as well, like specifically for your wee lord to kind of reside in, and they'll just work out of there. But yeah, see, like you can just go out all the berries and the leaves and everything. It's a good game, kind of thing. It is a very, very good game. So, aye, you've got that wee kind of feature there that just adds to that kind of uniqueness of the game. Right, how's my houses coming along? Are they getting built any quicker? Under construction. Medium, so they are getting built, it's just not as quick as what I'd like it to be. Logan Camp. Woodcutter's Lodge. 25 out of 50. Right, I'm going to take somebody off that now and just unassign them so that they'll go and help out with the construction now. I think that's probably going to be the easiest way to do it, but keep an eye on my firewood and fuel, because you need that's it keeps them warm and things, helps them cook and make things. So you are going to need it, but it is. He's flattening the ground. Construction priority. See if we can build it a wee bit quicker here. There we go, see it's starting to come together. So there we go, we've got 2 family members, which means we can add somebody into the Woodcutter's Lodge and back into the storage. So you're getting, with building the houses, you're getting additional folk that can go into it. So yeah, it definitely helps kind of building your houses as many possibly as you can, and kind of as big as you can as well, but no too big. Obviously you want to kind of, as I said, like later on, if you want to kind of build it there so it gives them like a bit of a garden at the back, later on you can put like kind of things in the back there for like curing meats and things, or kind of small kind of curing beer and things, local beer for markets and making things. So it does help your economy later on. Right, so let's see. Treasure. We don't need any treasure. Burbage plots. Let's see. So they need water access and church level. Market availability, fuel stall, food stall, clothing stall. So water is also one of the things. So the well there, where it's, see the blue areas is where like the water's kind of running through. So if you put like a well right there, it's going to feed the folk in that area. So they'll have access to kind of water from the well, because it's running through all the areas in the blue there on the map. It's like underneath the ground kind of thing, underground water. So that definitely helps. Need it for construction work. Let's see. So the happier your resource rating as well, the better and more people you'll get moving in. So always kind of look after like your rating. So there's your kind of rating there, approval rating. So this one's 6, homelessness -6, homelessness -2. So obviously I just need to build more things, more items, more houses for them. Into May now. We see under construction, transported 101. Right, got to unassign him now. Just one person from it there, so they can complete the construction work. Construction finished well, there we go. So they've got water access, they need their trucks as well now. Construction backyard extension. So vegetable garden, bakery extension, blacksmith workshop, brewery extension, joiner's workshop, cobbler's workshop, tailor's workshop, chicken coop, animal pen, apple orchard, armourer's workshop, fowler's workshop, or butcher's workshop. So you can get pretty much anything kind of thing. So like vegetable garden allows growing vegetables. So there you go, so that'll create crops as well that'll allow you to later on sell them in the markets, which is obviously good for a food point of view. Right, so let's see if we can get some more houses in here. 14, construction costs 14, so we've got 15 now. So if we go with them, that's got to build all those plots there. It's got to give us loads more people in. So there we go, plus 7, available living space, plus 7 now. So we're going to have loads of living space. And then we'll be able to up the things that we've got. So, like the logging camp, we put 2 people on the logging camp. Once everybody's moved in, obviously. We'll leave it until folk have moved in, but we'll be able to do that. People suffering from disease may stop working. Access to herbs might speed up recovery, while a varied diet increase disease resistance. Right, so we're going to need herbs. Let's see, industry. Forester's hut, hunting camp, forester's hut, fisherman's hut, shoal of fish.
I do hope we have enough wood to finish this building. It's been most embarrassing to run out halfway through.
Wooden church. Burbage plot. Don't know if I've got access to any herbs, that's the thing. Kitchen post, pack station, marketplace, generic storehouse, granary. Aye, I've not got anything for herbs just now, so not enough regional wealth. So
Where are the pegs? Oh, there they are.
what I'll do is I'm going to wait until those buildings here are built, and then I'm going to build a marketplace there. So there we go, settlement level increased. To attract families, new families to your settlement, you need to maintain at least 50% approval and provide additional living space. So we're at 47% now, so we need to up our pretty much just our basic details. Right now, hunting. Clay. The hunting's way up there. So that's going to be quite a bit away.
Why do I have to carry this alone?
Aye. Regional wealth. Water level. So they should have access to, well, no, they don't have access to water, so construction. So although that water well's there, it's not feeding the houses there, because you'll see amenities that they need is basic amenities is a well in the region and a church. So also we don't have the church now, but we can give them the well, which will be here. So again, if we put it round about there, that will sever the ones there. there's none there, so it's pointless putting one there.
Have you marked the joist for the rafters already?
Right, so we're at July now, which is decent, but it's still at 47%. Right, we're going to need to build a forestry hut. We see forestry hut. So there you go, the forestry hut will just start replanting the trees because they are cutting down a good amount of trees here. You can see obviously that bit there. This is what we started with, and that's what we're kind of left with now. Turn the volume up a wee bit again as well. It's quite quiet, this game. It's the one thing I will say about it, it's quite quiet. Right, so see, there's no really. I'm going to see, let's see if we can build it. Where does the. Let's see, so it's just going to need to be. Aye. Whoever's going to there is going to need to go quite a fair distance to. So let's see if we can go from there to there. So they're going to need to go right the way through there and then straight the way up to get to the food for the hunting. So that is going to be quite a wee bit away for them. But again, it is doable. They can do it kind of quickly. The one thing is, I have noticed about this game, playing it, is your placement in the map where you start is completely and utterly random. So you can't actually pick a part in the map. Like, so if I was like here, so also that's where our kind of village is there. But, and we've got access to salt deposit, clay deposit, the wild berries are there, seasonal. But obviously your wild animals are there. Your fish and solar fish rich deposit is in a different region. So ideally, it'd be good to kind of pick whatever region you wanted to start in as well, and whereabouts in the region you wanted to kind of place your camp. Because I would have probably placed mines probably round about there. Started round about there. Because then that could have done a good wee bit there for building up some houses around there as well. You take the trees away from there, and it's closer to the deposits and everything like that as well. Might not take as long, but that's the way I would do it. That's the one thing I'd say I'd change about the game, is doing it that way, to be fair. Right, so we're going to need people in the forestry hut. Logging camp's got one in it now. Woodcutter's got one. Granary, one is fine. Storage, I'm going to put one in the storage. Forager hut, it's fine. So we go public, I'm still at 47%. So I still need to build more houses, I think, as well. So what we will do is we'll build backwards as well. So we see, so if we just go to here. Let's see, go to there. There. There we go, it's going to take 20. And I've got 22 now. So that's going to provide a fair amount of houses for folk to use. We are going to need more water here as well. So that's going to need to go, I'm guessing, there. The water. Um, don't see. There's no water there though. That's the thing. So the ones here are going to be without water. Let's try something different here. Let's go. Hold on there. Right. So we. Right. I'm hoping and praying that will put up the water there. We'll wait and see. It might do. It might not. We're in autumn just now. So, aye, I need to. Can I do that? No. Regional wealth 15. Not enough regional wealth. So I need to get my regional wealth up. King's favour. For construction. Hunting camp. See, I don't have a family there that I can assign for that. Plus 10. Let's see. One. In the construction. So he's 5 level 1 families. Aye. Transport timber. Right, let's kind of speed it up here a wee bit and see what we can get built. If we can get built some more houses, then new mercenary companies available. Good. So to get a small next current settlement levels, small village. So to get a next level, we need Burbage plots level 2 or higher. We need 2 of them at level 2 or higher. Into September now. Right, can I take somebody off this now? Right, there's nobody on that now. Granary, 162 and 1. 1 bread. Forester's hut. Right, go ahead and take them off the forestry hut now. So they can hurry up and build the buildings. Because if it gets into December, it will start freezing. And the minute it starts freezing, it's utter carnage. Because your folks start dying as well. It's such a pretty game though, isn't it? It gives you wee kind of tutorials now and again, but there's no like a kind of set tutorial of, right, you need to do this, and do this to do that kind of thing, so it's kind of like find your own style of doing it. Which is a good and a bad thing. If you've played it a wee while, you'll know kind of like a method of how you want to do things and how you want to build it and everything else. But it does mean sometimes it does get a wee bit generic stuff. See, we've not got a lot in the granary. Got to take the logging camp person away as well now. Just so that it's a wee bit. Still in September though, which is, fingers crossed, a good thing. Unassigned families, 1 unassigned family. So we're starting to get things built now. We're into October. Obviously the heavy rain's about. Oh, we've got thunder and lightning as well. Mortgage plot 1. So, see, they don't have access to water yet, so December into February is winter months. Wild berry bushes become dormant. Deep season forbidden. So kinda, you need to get everything done before December. December, your village pretty much just kind of shuts down. +6. Right, there we go. That's fine. We're getting approval rating. Approval rating should be definitely going up though, because I'm finished building lots, to be fair. +5. It's good when you see it, because you see it kind of going up in stages and how they're building it. It's really, really detailed, as I said, the game. It's just such a fun wee. It is kind of chilled. If you play a different mode where like it kind of, you ramp up the difficulty and things, you get attacked quite early on as well, so it does take a lot of kind of getting used to. But you'll notice about what I said about obviously like the mortgage plot, making it a bit bigger at the start because you can add additional things onto it. So like the ones there with the farming, that definitely helps it because requirements not met. Or then requires refueling. Oh no, I'm going to need to get refueling done. Refueling with Cutter's Lodge. Right, unassigned families, right, so hopefully they can still keep up with the construction there. Yeah, they are still keep up with the construction, that's fine. We obviously needed some wood cutting and wood. Still in November. So it does get difficult trying to kind of juggle your resources, your workers as well, and try and just expanding your village. But what you don't want to do is just build too much too early on and you end up running out of food and getting hunger. Because you've got the 3 hard months over the winter months, December to February, where your wild bushes become dormant and everything else, so you've still got, obviously you can get your animals, might still be about if you haven't got any of them beforehand, depending on the location that you start. Spring, frequent raining and things, so, but spring obviously your berries will start kind of growing. Seasons, June to August, summer, possible droughts, crops grow. Harvesting, ploughing and sowing of crops in autumn, so yeah, you definitely want to make sure that things are just getting woodcutter's lodge. Still got wood. 229. So yeah, so they're making vegetable garden, vegetable garden, vegetable garden, that's fine. I can't do anything like that. Regional wealth. Vegetable garden. Right. So I've not got that additional kind of regional wealth now for them to build anything else. They got access, see, they don't have access to water yet. Because the water well is under construction, so it's still got to put my approval rating down low. Because I've not got access to the basic amenities to move in. Requirements. So they're needing market availability. Aye, so just church. Those ones are fine because they've all got access to water. Water level. how that one's... Well... I don't know how that's not got any water. Because the water's literally right there. It says it doesn't have water level access to well in the region. So there's a well there. Right, so we are now in the winter months, folk. December is here. You'll see it changes the ground as well. Obviously, you get the snow round about the ground. And you just need to watch for freezing temperatures. Right, can we... Hunting camp? I don't think I've got anybody that I can... Right, so there's no point in the forage or the pantry, so there's nobody in that now. So I'm going to assign them to the working. And then once they've done with the working, I'm going to get them in the hunting camp. Because the wild animals are still there at 2020, which will give us some food. Throughout the kind of winter months as well. Because your granary and your berries will go down very, very quickly. From experience anyway, it goes down quite quickly. Construction finished well, right, so... Water level. I don't know why it's not shown as water level. But there's a... water supply. I don't know, maybe if I needed to have them tumped round the other way so that they're directly facing the water. So look, they're facing the water there. It says water level there. But they don't seem smart enough to go just round there, or even just out their back door. So there, see? Walk through their back door into the water well there. So I don't really get that one. Right, so logging. Excess goods need to be put in a storehouse, granary. Pantry, let's see, storehouse. Right, so we need a different storehouse here. Construction, small tavern. Wooden church, can we build a wooden church? Don't have enough goods. What do we need for this? Right, so we need right. Saw pit. See, actually could put the saw pit in there. There we go, put the saw pit there. That'll do. Even we're in January now, so we're getting there, folks. We're getting through it. We've got did that feel? See, it's weird that, right? I think it just needs to be direct on it for it to use it. Balancing by selecting advanced tab of production, building and artisan workshop, you can set a reserve and a production limit. Reserve workers will not work in the building until you have more than that resource and surplus in the region. Production limit, workers will only work in the building if you have less than that resource. Right, so advanced. Timber 29. Right, so 20 planks and 10 planks. Right, so that's what we want there. And woodcutters, logging camp, advanced. That just sets your work area to be a fair forestry. I'm going to put somebody in the forestry one. So we need somebody to do that. Right, and we've got the hunting camp, actually. Let's put somebody in the hunting camp. I don't know if I've got enough of all that then now, to be fair. I don't, so Logging camp. Wait. I'm going to take them off the logging camp. Put someone into the... Right, did I put someone in? Hunting camp's got somebody in it. The forestry hut has got somebody in it. Woodcutter's got somebody in it now. Advanced. It's fine. So we're into February. We'll start to get a wee bit better. Still can't build anything there. But we can build a market though. Logistics. Farming. Okay. So let's put a farm here actually. Right, hold on there. There we go. Farmhouse. Farmhouse, right, we see. No. Let's build a wee road around here first. Actually, construction. Let's build more. Actually, we'll build that back out there. There we go. 2 wee fields there. More than enough. And then we can build a farmhouse there. Pasture for livestock, sheep farm for wool, windmill workers, grain and flour. Communal oven. Right, so fallow, wheat 95%, wheat, crop rotation, and then there we go. Then fallow, wheat, crop rotation, barley. Right, so farmhouse is under construction. It's not too bad. Can get the berries back out as well for a forager hut. So they've got 4 hides actually, so that's not bad. The hunting camp, they've been back and forth there. 17, aye, so you've still got a good amount there. Seasonal berries are growing, so they'll grow and be ready to harvest in autumn, so we'll just let them grow there now, to be fair. Exposed stocks are getting soaked. Right, we need to build another storehouse. Small tavern, woodcutters, forester's hut. Storehouse. Right about just 3 storehouses there. There we go. Salted. So at least then nothing's going to be exposed. I've got a 50% rating now, folks, which is a good thing. So 50% approval rating, which means folk start moving into the houses if we build them. I've got 0 stocks damaged by weather. So I do need to build more lots. Could probably just build it out that way. To be fair, if I build it there, then they're going to have access to the fields there. So let's just do that then. Granary. Residential. Do we have water here though? Right, so. Water there. That'll do water. And then let's see if we go the sorted. So I'll build a couple more bigger plots as well. Excess goods need to be moved to a storehouse. So we've got the storehouses getting built there, so storehouse. There is somebody in that one there. I'm wondering if that person will just work between all 3 of them, or do you need to assign different? I think you need to assign different families, to be fair. So transported goods medium. But my approval rating is at 50%, which means if I do build more houses, storehouse, there we go, storehouse finished. Aye, it's going to need somebody different in it. Storehouse. So, but once we've obviously built these plots here, the well's finished, which is good. Construction Burbage plot 1. So that says back in June already. Well, berries, 26 or 64. So, aye, they're getting kind of foraged now as well, so. See what it looks like walking about in this, actually. See, it's actually really quite cool when you've done it a wee bit more, so like you see all the lighting effects. That's going to be my farmhouse later on. It's just a very, very unique game that you can do that, to be fair. If you start off the game in an area where you've got access to like massive fields and things, most of them you do definitely build your farm and wheat kind of thing. Once that's up, get your farmers in kind of farming it. You can burn the field as well or harvest it early. So, but you'll get a good yield out of it. See, it tells you your yield fertility, 95%. Construction finished farmhouse. The farmhouse can store loads of people. So you can have 8 people working in the farmhouse, which will obviously just work in the fields. But you're wanting to kind of keep. The quicker you build your plots, the more people will come in as well. But again, it's the same thing. You need to make sure that you've got the local amenities. So they want access to a well, trucks level, fuel stall, food stall, and clothing supply stall as well. So we've got 2 family members, which is good. So because I'm getting over 50%, I'm getting more families moving in or want to come to the village and the settlement. Which is a good thing, because then you can assign them to building the area. Still don't have the generational regional wealth. So that's not a good thing, but the regional wealth we'll get though. Regional wealth 5. Owned by the residents. Backyard extension or converted to a treasury by the Manor. Manor taxes panel. See, in the different game modes as well, you do get like an annual royal tax. So like the king of the general region that you're in, you'll need to pay them a tax. But you can also tax your villagers. So they'll pay you the tax and you've got to pay it to them. King's favour kind of thing, to get king's favour and influence and things as well. So it's one of the kind of ways of doing it later on. But yeah, it definitely is. So wheat 95%. So we've got 3 now. That's building these very, very quickly, the houses, which is a good thing. There's only 3 left. 4. And we... 1. Garbage plot. Forestry hut. Logging camp. Gonna need somebody in the logging camp as well now, aren't we? Storage 251, 250. 37 out of 250. So the storehouses are getting used, which is a good thing. Garbage plot, saw pit. Timber. I've only got 1 family in the house, so there's no point in me putting anything in the timber side of it until I've got more. But yeah, as I said, folks, you'll absolutely love this game if you haven't played it. If you love like simulation, point and click, city builder games, anything remotely like that, you'll love this, because there's just so much you can build in it. So like corpse pit, wooden churches you can build, small taverns, you can expand your taverns later on, communal ovens, windmills, sheep farms, pastures as well, so you can trade your cattle. That shows you the map. So you can kind of like trade with different deposits in different areas. You can build your army. Administration, so you can build your manor. So there you go, you can build like a big massive manor. Whatever way you want it. Settlers, you can build another settlers camp as well. Dyer's workshop, weaver's workshop, tannery, malt house, clay furnace. Loads of things you can do in the game, folks, and as I said, the extra bonus of being able to walk about your own kind of area and creation is really good, and it just runs so smoothly, as you'll see. Kind of put it down just kind of normal speed. So like the graphics are just, they're really, really good graphics, folks, so definitely give it a shout. I'll put the link to the Steam description, and sorry, the Steam kind of shop link in the description for the video as well. As I said, if you do have Game Pass Ultimate, it's on, or PC Game Pass, sorry, it is on the PC for the Xbox Game Pass, so you can download it for there for free. It may not remain on there, as it is not an Xbox exclusive, just kind of bulk game. It's not an Xbox Microsoft Studio or anything, it's an independent game, so it might not remain on there. Hence why they kind of get it on Steam as well. So, aye, hopefully you've enjoyed this one, folks. My name's Brian. We're Skynet. If you haven't done already, drop a wee like or subscribe, and I shall catch you on the next one, folks. Enjoy your night.